This isn't the way we wanted to start the series. Losing a key contributor in practice this morning is tough. But listen, keep your heads up. We'll be back soon enough. And we don't make excuses on this team. It's the next man up, no matter what. So we're gonna go out there, we're gonna execute, and we're gonna win the game. Let's go! Let's go! Hi!
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Hornets are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Detroit Pistons. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for Charlotte, Sexton is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's MP. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3. Taking a look at Detroit, they really had to grind out wins in that first-round series. Do you think it wore them down at all?
It probably took a little out of them, but they don't have time to think about that. This is the postseason, and they'll be running on a winner.
Terrific defense by MP. Look, even though he's young, he's not afraid to challenge guys at the basket.
And to find out a member of the starting lineup is out so close to tip-off, I mean, this has got to be jarring for this team.
It can throw off routines as well as rotations when a starter goes down. When something like this happens, it really tests the mental fortitude and resiliency of a team. I'm curious to see how they'll handle it.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
MP deciding where to go with it. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Shots good by Duren. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. A 3 from MP. And again, it's Charlotte with a 3.
MP looking solid from there.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Sexton over to help. And stolen by MP. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 12 in the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And he makes that one. And it's 8 points here for Jalen Duren.
And this is where Duren is most comfortable operating from. He focuses on taking high percentage shots.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Pistons trailed by 7. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Grant Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Sexton. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And here's MP for three. And again, it's Charlotte with a three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Duran. Its enemies a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
On the wing, MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. MP's got 24.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Duran. And the rejection by MP. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Drills the three-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Inside. Outside for Robinson. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good with the triple. Hornets leading by 15. MP from deep three-point land. And it's the Hornets another three.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Cunningham with it. Will it go? And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Hornets lead by 18. And we'll be back right after this. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Just stretching out the floor.
Pistons have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Knipple setting the pick for MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 33 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 7. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Well, give credit to Duran's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
The 3 from MP. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Duran. And it's MV with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Knipple. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Knipple's got 12 points in the game.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out. Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Lets it fly, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, They've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And it's ball in the corner. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Sexton over to help. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Green, he's checked in for Knipple. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. From deep, Green. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bounce pass from Cunningham. They need this, and Harris puts it in. Harris has got his first points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
MP outside. Sexton for three. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
From deep, Green knocks down the three ball. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And so it's Charlotte, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for the Detroit Pistons.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. Do you guys agree they're looking very confident at this point?
Yeah, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're doing like me tonight, TCB, taking care of the business.
Well, I'm not sure what business you're talking about, Shaq, but I do agree with you. The message in the locker room is just simple. Don't let up. Finish off this game.
And still a half to go, but you get a sense the momentum is strongly in their favor. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And, well, Detroit shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's MP for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 39.
A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
A nice shot by Harris.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And here's MP for three. And it's the Hornets another three.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Harris outside. Harris missing again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's MP for three. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 45 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Out to Harris for the three. Harris missing again.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
MP's shot is good.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And Robinson wide open, he shoots. Detroit, no good that time either.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the paint, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. MP is number 1. Second is Colin Sexton.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Bridges. Pat Connaughton comes in for Josh Green. Knipples checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball.
Terrific at cashing in off the catch. Harris wants those passes to come his way.
And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. On the wing, Thompson. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. No good on the three. For Charlotte, they've gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Duren down low. MP's there. Shots good by Duren.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The Pistons have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high-motor player.
And that one's good. MP.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Down low, here's Sasser. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Good on the triple.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Now, Sasser. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Robinson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Hornets ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
A different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Paul Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson is subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Trey Mann is out there with Knipple. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then it's MP. And it's Diabate in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And here's MP for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Thompson is double. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Robinson for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. On the wing, MP. Defended by Duren.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
And Knipple over to help. Thompson outside. Off target from outside.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A nice shot by MP.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
From deep three-point land, kept alive. Fires for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. MP's shot is good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Puts up a deep 3. And another one falls. Amazing. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Thompson looking for an opening. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
I'm here with MP, whose team pulled out a gutsy win after finding out just moments before tip-off they'd be down a starter. How much confidence does it give you to win this game without one of your most important players?
Yeah, it's huge. We're a confident bunch, but when you lose someone like that, it can change the identity of your whole team. Luckily, we didn't let that happen. We locked in and we got the job done. Next man up. That's the mentality we have. That's what Coach always says, and that's what we did tonight.
You gotta listen to Coach, right?
Always.
Thank you, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. So long.